Good morning, I'm Roy Robertson. This is San Diego Made, San Diego Proud, where we present the business leaders who help establish us as America's finest city. Brent Wilsey, the owner of Wilsey Asset Management, joins us today. You've seen Brent on the station numerous times, sharing his perspective on topical financial news stories. And today, we get a chance to learn a little bit more about Brent's background and how he developed his philosophy on investing, learn more about his firm, Wilsey Asset Management, and what Brent will be presenting at a free seminar this Saturday. And we'll also tell you how you can register. Brent, welcome.
Well, thanks for having me.
So you've kind of had an unusual path to becoming the owner of an asset management firm in San Diego. Let's talk a little bit about your background and your progression, how you got here.
Sure. Actually, I moved up from New York back in the early 80s. Everything I owned was on the back of a Triumph Spitfire, and that's all I had. And I came out here, I had an associate's degree in accounting, and I said, well, I'm going to go into accounting. Well, it didn't work out very well, but I was kind of going the right path and so forth. So then I went into finance and started selling insurance. That wasn't quite right either. Right. But then I finally realized if I do what's right for the person and do manage money, I'll do better long term. And I suffered for a long time because I wasn't making very much, but I made people a lot of money over the years, and now we all do well.
Right, and so the firm is doing very well for you. Now let's talk a little bit about the philosophy, Wilsey Asset Management, what you're doing for your client base.
Well, what we do is that, unfortunately, the average investor's earned about 2% over the last 20 years by emotions, fear, and bad investment advice and so forth. What we do is we look at buying small pieces of large companies, and we say, gosh, we want to hold this company for 3, 4, 5 years, and while I can't talk about the performance of our returns in our management firm. It's illegal by the SEC.
Sure.
I can tell you a philosophy that we follow from another value investor. Over the last 40 years, they've increased the profits or increased their clients' return by 16,000% by using this philosophy and a 4-year holding period. It's not about trading, buying, and selling.
I want to ask you a little bit about this quote, too. You say it's not a stock market, but a market of stocks. Exactly. What do you mean by that?
Well, what I mean by that, everybody wants to get in the stock market and so forth. So when you go to the grocery store, you need to go in and buy a few things. Well, same thing for us. We look at all these different stocks, and it's a market of stocks. We'll pull out 4, 5, 6 different companies, not the whole stock market. The stock market's a crazy place. Stay away from it.
And you say, of course, people are subject to emotion.
Yes.
And I would guess the flip side of that is if you have the objectivity of an advisor, it's taking some of the emotion out of it, right?
Exactly.
Is that what you're focused on?
Our philosophy is no emotions, just results, because, again, we look at the numbers only.
Let's talk about the radio show. Your radio show on KFMB Radio in San Diego has been around for a very long time. That's where you connect with the people on the show. Tell us about that. Sure.
It's on Saturday mornings at 8 o'clock, AM 760. Been doing it for about 17 to 18 years. It's a call-in show. People call in. And it's kind of funny, Roy. Some people say, I'm not sure exactly what you're saying, but boy, it makes sense.
And they're happy to have the free advice, I'm sure.
They are.
Okay, so that's what it's all about. You've got a free workshop that's coming up this Saturday. Let's talk a little bit about what people will learn.
What they'll learn is a lot of the mistakes that they've made, why they're not doing well in investment. We're going to show them how we manage our nearly $200 million portfolio. And our money, by the way, Roy, is managed right alongside our clients' money. So we show you everything we do and how we do it and why. So you'll learn the proper way to invest.
And I saw on the website, which is smartinvesting2000.com, there's a little tease about maybe adding Apple stock to a portfolio. That's going to be discussed too?
That's going to be discussed. We're going to talk about Apple. So if you like Apple, that's what we'll be talking about.
Do you like Apple? Well, don't tell us now.
You got to wait to find out.
Tell us on Saturday. Okay. And again, the seminar is free, right? So we'll direct people to the phone number, which is 858-546-4306. 858-546-4306, and to the website, smartinvesting2000.com. People hitting you up all the time for free advice at cocktail parties and business mixers, stuff like that.
And I love talking about finance.
Go to the seminar and meet Brent Wilsey. That's where you can connect with him.